Hello Virgo, it's Lisa, and here is your February 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. I have decided to hold a contest in February to win a reading with me. If you would like to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, and I'll enter you in the draw. And if you've already subscribed, still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. And I'll be picking the winner at the end of February. Okay, Virgo, so let's see what's in store for you this month. So the overall message for you, for Virgo, overall message is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is all about you shining, coming center stage. It is about focusing on yourself, focusing on being the best version of yourself. And it's just kind of, you know, coming center stage and saying, this is who I am. And this is, I'm not going to dim my light for anyone. I'm not going to hide or hide behind anyone anymore. I'm coming center stage and I'm just going to be me. And the more you do that, usually that is what all you need to do in order to attract a lot of positive things in your life. And then the challenge you have this month, Virgo, is balance. This is a lot about a flow of giving and receiving, learning to receive, and balancing. And the more that you do that, the more success and abundance that comes into your life. It's like stopping being an overgiver or someone who takes all the time. It's all about creating this flow and this balance, and then more and more abundance comes into your life. The card of what you need to focus on is the King of Wands, which is just basically about focusing on what's right in front of you, focusing on the now, what you need to do right now in order to move towards your goals, and, you know, doing that every day, every moment, and not looking too far in the future and not looking backwards. And then what you do not see coming, Virgo will reveal in a minute. So it's really interesting because when I look at this and what Spirit's telling me is there's this energy this month for you about it feels almost like taking care of yourself, about it being about you. And with this card being a challenge, I think you're used to, Virgo, always giving, always helping others, always focusing on other people. And it's time for you to focus on yourself, whether that's your well-being, career, relationships. It's time for you to stop kind of allowing others to outshine you, or your emphasis to be on others. And it's time for you to focus on yourself and really on your well-being and whatever is going to make you fulfilled. That really is what it feels like. It's really strong, Virgo. It's like it's time for you to take care of yourself. It's your time, right? So if you have a family or a spouse, or just in life in general, where you're always giving and taking care of others, it's time for you to take care of yourself. The energy is, you know, the saying of when you're on an airplane and if the mask falls, it's like you need to put on your mask so then you can help others. And you have to do that for yourself first. That's what this kind of, it feels like that. It's like it's time for you to take care of yourself in whatever area. Focus on your career, focus on you growing your career, you stepping forward in your career and saying, you know what, I'm not going to hide behind these people anymore and let them take my ideas. I'm going to present my ideas. I'm going to sell myself. I'm going to come center stage. If it's health and fitness, it's all about taking care of you, balancing yourself, taking some time for yourself. And in relationships, it's the same, not sacrificing yourself and letting the world rotate around your partner. It's time for it to be a partnership, and you're just as important, right? So there's this whole shift of, you know, you stepping forward and it being about you as well. It doesn't mean that you're being selfish and being like, I'm all that in a bag of chips and it's all about me, like a narcissist. It's about, you know what, I'm just as important, and I don't need to hide anymore. The King of Cups is all about, to me, it's the serenity prayer where you learn to let go of what you can't control and you start focusing on what you can control, which is your attitude and your actions, right? You can't control how other people think or what they'll do, but you can say, you know what, it's almost like, you know, you're so used to putting out fires for everybody else. And it's like, okay, now it's time for me to focus on myself And I'm not going to worry about what they are going to say about that or what they're going to think. I just have to do this. And when you do that, everything moves forward. And yes, there may be an adjustment, but you just can't get distracted by that. You just need to do what is right for you. The King of Swords is about being proactive and making things happen in your life. We can't force things, like that's where the King of Cups comes in. We can't force things that we can't control, but we can do what we can do, right? So we can be proactive in our actions and our attitude, and focus on what we can control. And that's what this is all about. It's about you coming center stage, it being about you and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this. And then the challenge you have is balancing that, because it's interesting, this whole thing, it almost feels like you're so used to overgiving or doing for others or letting others shine that when you even think about doing it for yourself, it feels selfish. And that's not the case. You can still help others, still allow others to shine, but also shine yourself. And you can have this balance, right? So it's learning to do the balance, but you're just having a challenge doing it. You're like, it almost feels like it's one or the other. It's like, I either have to be super selfish or I have to be, sacrifice myself in order to help others. And it's like, no, you don't. You can do both, but it is a challenge, but you can do it. So the Five of Pentacles is all about making a choice. It's like, do you keep doing the overgiving and not shining, or do you make a choice to do this and balance things? And when you do make the choice to go towards that, it is a lot more successful. Abundance just flows into your life, and whatever you're moving towards is successful. And then the Knight of Swords is about moving forward, keeping your eye on the prize, saying, okay, this is what I'm going to accomplish. This is why I'm stepping forward and shining, and I'm going to do this and accomplish these things in my life. And I'm not going to let anybody else distract me. I'm not going to care what people are thinking about me. I'm not going to care about, how other people do it. I'm just going to keep my eyes on the prize and keep moving forward. But it is a challenge this month to do that. Okay. And I think it just feels more like, because you're so used to not doing it. So it's like a really bad habit. The card of what you need to focus on is just focus on the now. Focus on each moment, each day at a time. What am I going to do today to move towards my goals? What am I going to do today to shine? And it's just like, okay, I got this. This is what I'm going to do today. And it's not looking backwards, and it's not looking way out into the future. Okay, so let's see what will help that. Yeah, so the Two of Swords is all about taking the blindfold off and seeing what's right in front of you. See, holding that mirror up to yourself and going, okay, I see what I need to do. I see what I've been doing. I got to change that. Seeing the situation. Sometimes it's like taking that blindfold off and going, okay, I see the facts. I see what I've been doing. I see what other people are doing. I need to move away from this and move towards my goals. So it's just really about kind of coming out of this place of denial or keeping your eyes closed so you don't want to see the truths. And then when you see it all, you're able to really move forward. And this card is also about what you're looking for in order to move forward is right in front of you. That answer, solution, what you need to do is right there. And with this reading, that answer is you. You are the answer. You need to move forward. And then you get the King of Cups again, which is all about the Serenity Prayer, focusing on what you can do and stop focusing on the things you can't control. All about just your actions and your attitude. Those are the only things that we can control. Everything else we can't control. So stop wasting your energy on those things and start focusing and doing what you need to do. And then what you don't see coming this month, Virgo, is, so this card is about healing. So doing this is, you go through a healing process for some of you. Some of you, you may want to withdraw because you're kind of like, oh, like, it's kind of like that deep breath, the challenge of, I don't know if I can balance this, right? And so you might want to withdraw, and that's the opposite of what you need to do. You need to come forward. And by coming forward, you heal. By withdrawing, you you kind of stay in the same place and spin your wheels. They're also talking about when you look at yourself and you go like look within, the answers are there and you know what you need to do and you need to bring that out, and by doing that you heal. The key to it is about moving forward towards your goals, and when you do that, everything comes together. Your destiny, for lack of a better word, happens, right? What is meant to happen will happen. So again, you let go of the sense of being able to control the outcome, and it's all about, okay, the only way I can control the outcome is by taking action and having the right attitude. Everything else about how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, is all up in the air, right? I don't know all of that, and I'm just going to focus on what I can do and allow everything else to fall into line. And then it's all about moving forward with balance, not rushing forward. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's all about balance. And really, they just kind of keep saying, don't sprint, just go at one step at a time. Focus on one step at a time, and everything will come together the way that you want them to come together. Really, really interesting, Virgo. It feels very much like 2024 is kind of this time for you to step in to who you are meant to be, or have changed, because, you know, as we go through certain things, we change and we become new versions of ourselves. So it's kind of like this new version of you may be emerging, and it is all 2024, I think, is about this year of you doing that and really stepping into who you are now, and then continuing forward towards your goals and having the things you want in your life. So really kind of deep and empowering. It's a very interesting reading for this month. Thank you so much, Virgo, for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. And hopefully you are the lucky winner of my contest this month. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon.
Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.